Alright, we're live, baby. Welcome.
You're watching the Redbuddies podcast.
I'm gonna kill you.
This is take number 3.
I'm my name's Zarir, and I'm joined by my co-host today, Arshad.
No, why don't you let me say it?
Cause you're stupid.
I'm Arshad, and I'm joined by my co-host, Zarir's Cold Sore.
Dude, you're so I want to be.
It's okay, just leave it.
No, but like it's so dumb.
Why?
Cause I didn't get it from like.
Don't.
No, like I've had it ever since I was a kid, right?
The cold sore?
Yeah, it's like it's oral.
Herpes.
Yeah, it's oral though. It's not like the STD.
Herpes.
So I've had it ever since I was a kid.
That, right? I'm just making sure you know you have herpes, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I think we need to fight.
No, just like you have herpes, you know that, right?
We need to fight the stigma.
Just acknowledge what I'm saying.
We need to fight the
stigma.
stigma.
You know that, right?
Oral herpes is not the same thing as STD herpes.
Oh, but okay, that's fine, but it's like herpes, right?
I think it's the same thing. It's HPV.
Okay, so you have herpes.
Yeah.
Yes, is the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. What happened? How'd you get there?
I've had it ever since I was a kid. Probably, swung on the wrong playground or some crap. But the worst part is I get it every year without fail at the same time around November. Okay. And like it's so bad. You stay for 2 weeks. I just don't leave my room and just pray that it goes away. And it never.
It's not that bad, dude.
Dude.
Also, you can't really see it from.
Yeah, that's what I'm purposely leaning to say. No one will ever see this on camera. And like.
You look fine, bro.
Nah, it's so dumb because I feel like it just kills your confidence. You know what I mean? Like I just feel really
Yeah, I mean, how long does it take to go away?
So it takes like 8 to 10 days, sometimes 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how bad it is. Me, it's usually going from the 2 to 4 week range. And like, this isn't even the worst part. At the beginning, it's just like it just looks weird, but at least it's wet, right? But then it will crust over and then it'll fall off. And then when it gets to that point,
Sounds worse when it's wet.
No, that part straight up looks like you have a goddamn scab on your mouth, which is disgusting. We should give like a warning, like a gross warning at the beginning of this.
Bro. This is the Redbuddies podcast.
Yeah, but
everyone knows already.
You just dab it with the Breva, and what can you do? You just wait it out, I guess. But like that's the worst part. Like I've had it ever since a kid, and I've been hoping it will, 1 year at least wouldn't come. Came my freshman year in high school. Came my freshman year in college. Came my sophomore year in college, and now junior year.
Well, also, what's it called? I drink something.
Oh, you have herpes too now, for sure.
No, dude.
Yes, you do.
We'll make that a little clip. Zarir has transmitted me herpes.
Now everyone's going to think we're homosexual.
This is kind of the point of that.
You got to clarify
here. That was kind of the joke.
You got to clarify. But yeah. No. This will be... I'll shout out everyone who does have herpes or the cold sores or whatever. Is it the same thing? I don't know if it's the same thing.
I don't know about the specifics, but all I do know is that you have herpes.
I don't think it's the same thing.
You have herpes, though. It's not the same thing.
No, I don't think it's called herpes.
It might not be the same thing. Tomato, cold sore, herpes. You have herpes. It's okay, bro.
I don't think it's the same thing.
We all go through things.
No, but like...
If you got tested right now...
I would testify.
If you went to a doctor...
Yeah, so when you go to... I learned this from watching a video. There was this guy on David Dobrik's vlogs. You know him? The rip dude, and he's getting STD tested, and apparently he tested negative for everything except for oral herpes, which they do test for. But the thing is, that's not necessarily an STD. That's something you can get from just like sharing straws or spoons and stuff, which is unfortunately what I did as a kid, and then it just stays with you, right?
I feel like you're trying really hard to act like what you have is not herpes.
I'm trying very hard to ensure that the people understand that this is not that herpes. It's a different herpes.
But it is herpes.
Yes.
I think that's the conclusion of this. Is that Zarir has herpes.
We're
leaving that in. We're leaving all that in, bro.
We're cutting.
But anyways, I guess we'll spare.
I mean, I guess it's it, right? Because did I say this before? Killing the confidence. It kills your confidence. Like you feel self-conscious for a while, but maybe by me admitting it on the podcast, hey, maybe I'll accept it for a while.
Exactly. Just own it. Yeah. I have herpes and I'm proud. Say that.
No.
You know when SpongeBob goes to the top of the thing?
No.
Did you watch SpongeBob?
I did.
SpongeBob is like, oh, I'm ugly. No, Patrick is like, you're ugly. But SpongeBob has stank breath. Go to top. He's like,
oh yeah, with the garlic breath in the movie theaters.
Say it.
Yeah, he's like, look at this man. Is he hideous? And he breathes, and everyone like dies.
Yeah. So say it, bro. You have herpes. Say, I have herpes, and I'm proud.
No, because you're gonna freaking clip that crap out.
You gotta own. Look, you gotta own the herpes, bro. You gotta own it. Like you gotta. You know what I mean? You know when you're balding? Actually,
yeah.
It's interesting. You know the channel Bald Cafe? Ever
No.
heard of that guy? Well, he's just some dude that's bald, but he just tells everyone, he's like, once you start balding, just own it. Shave your freaking head off. Be a bald man.
Yeah,
Own it.
dude. That also reminds me. I think I'm balding too.
You're not balding.
Dude, yesterday it was a nightmare. When I shampooed my hair and I just combed my hand through my head, I just like pulled out hair. I was like, what the freak is happening?
Well, that happens though. That's like a thing that just happens.
How much is too much? The other day I woke up with my head on fire and I was like, why is it so hot? And I'm just pulling hair out. Like, what the hell?
It's not actually. It's very common. You'll lose anywhere between like. You'll lose up to like 60 hairs a day or something. Like something like that.
It's definitely more than 60 hairs. It was like a thick.
Oh, was it thick? Was it a blob?
Hairball-esque type of thing at the end.
Man, you're a bald ass dude with herpes, bro. Damn.
Dude, I gotta cut my hair, but like that's
I'm kidding. You're not bald. You're not bald. I want to make sure.
You want to make sure people know I'm not bald, but you want to ensure people they understand I have herpes. That's how it is.
You're not bald. No, that's a normal thing that people go through.
Like herpes or the balding.
I mean, maybe outside of our circle, herpes is a normal thing that people go through. But the balding thing, no, not the balding.
No. People in our circle also have herpes. This is not a
what
STD.
What?
This is a normal thing you get.
Oh, well, I mean, call it what you want.
Vitamin C deficiency crap.
You call it what you want. But it's herpes at the end of the day. I feel like we keep coming back to that.
Yeah, stop coming back to it.
Well, no, what I was saying was the balding, I'm literally...
What?
The timestamp is just going to be Zarir has herpes.
No! I'm editing the clips now, so I'm making sure this is edited out.
I'm going back and editing the description. But when you're taking a shower and you rub your hands through your hair falls.
Your hair is your weakest when it's wet. That's why you shouldn't comb your hair when your hair is wet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's also why you shouldn't tie it up.
When it's wet too, yeah.
I see. I didn't actually know that.
I think I'm going to have to cut my hair, bro.
Well, also, you put out a little teaser post, like...
I did it. I went to the barber, and I was cutting it, but my mom was like, they're cutting disastrously. So I believed her, and I was like, oh my God, they're going to make me look ugly. So I told her to just stop, even out what you did, and that's fine, right? And then later on, I realized they were doing it right. It's just my mom was wearing for no reason. But yeah.
Does your hair even fit into a bun anymore?
Yeah, it does. I didn't cut it that short, but yeah, it does point in time. I'm thinking I might actually go bald. Like, no cap. I was debating it. I've had 2 goals in my life. To have really long hair, which I've somewhat achieved, I think, and to go bald.
What?
I want the both extremes.
Oh, you want to experience it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want it, but you want to experience it.
I want to experience it, yeah.
Like, right now?
I mean, I don't know right now, but eventually. Like, I think the longness...
Why do you want to experience that?
Dude, it's just a thing, you know? Like, I want to experience long hair, and I experienced it. I liked it a lot, but it also had its problems, and now I want to see how balding is. But I think...
Yeah, but balding is one of those things that's, like, universally... I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I think once you go on bald, you just own it.
Exactly.
But
especially if you're bald with a nice beard, that looks really clean.
Yeah, okay, but think about people who are bald with a nice beard, and they do look really clean, but they'd probably look cleaner if they weren't bald. Like, I'm not trying to go bald, bro. Like, okay, if I go bald, I'm just going to accept it. I'm going to... Like, it's whatever. There's nothing wrong with you if you're going bald. Like, you can accept it. But I'm also going to, like, if I start going bald, then I can stop. Like, there's this thing called Keeps.
What's that?
It's just like, it's like, you can take it. It's a supplement. It's kind of like Rogaine in a sense.
Oh, the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be more preventative. So it's like, once you start seeing it, you just get on that Keeps. And then, like, I'm going to do that if I start balding, I think.
I don't know. I feel like at that point, if I'm in the last stages of my life, not last stages, but like I've settled down and everything, then like, like forget it. Who cares if I'm balding or not? Like, my wife's gonna have to deal with it, but I guess deal with it, and then like no one else cares. At that point, I guess you've made it like however you need to make it physically.
That's true. Honestly, like once you're married, like you can just
do whatever. Yeah.
Take me as I am.
Exactly.
Take me as I am. Put on as much weight as you want.
That's why the dad bod. That's why when people ask me why why are you eating so much and all this stuff and all the sugar is like I'm preparing for the married life. I just need to prepare for eating.
No, but that's the opposite.
Yeah, I just skipped a step of actually getting married, but like I'm preparing for that.
Hear that, ladies? Zarir is preparing. He's ready. You're ready, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's ready. All right. Well, anyways, let's. We did have some things that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. First of all, we have a sick little thing right here.
What?
Am I in the shot, by the way?
Yes. The shot cuts off at your microphone.
At the end of the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I made it so the Taco Bell thing isn't in frame.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, we have a new setup today because, well, first of all, there's only two of us.
Yeah.
It's not a new setup per se. It's a new set.
If we get enough feedback, maybe we can continue with this 2-person setup going forward. But we'll see.
All right. Well, anyways,
we should react to our own clips.
Yeah. Oh, right here. Oh my god.
If you guys haven't already, go watch the new episode.
Yes.
All right, ready? Appropriate reaction, okay? I think he's guilty of that right now. Oh my god, this podcast is so good.
Dude, Redbuddies podcast, this is so good. Wait, is that a dislike or am I just blind?
Seriously?
I'm blind.
Daniel, how
Yeah, that guy in the middle is kind of hot, bro.
That's fine. That's how it's at. Yeah. You guys have not heard of Daniel Halikatu?
So wait. Is this the guy who's talking?
Yeah. So
All right, there we go. We got some
this is just to flex our new software capabilities,
exactly.
right?
There you go. All right, well, anyways, all right. I have something I want to talk about.
Well,
Okay, so I just I've been using Lumin.
why does it sound like your thing's gonna
Explode.
Yeah.
I guess there's just too much happening on this.
Yeah, Arshad never closes his tabs. See, look at that Damwon Gaming versus Suning World Cup finals.
Well, so I've been using Lumin, doing a little bit of a skincare routine. Now here's the thing, bro. The exfoliant, I'm pretty sure the exfoliant is like, you know how like when you use shampoo, you know how it suds?
Yeah.
You know technically those suds don't actually make a difference.
I feel like I've heard this before, yes.
So they don't make a difference, but the suds are there so that it looks like it's
Doing something.
doing something. Okay, I feel like this is the case for a lot of things, but there's this. I'm using this exfoliant.
That's suds?
No,
Okay.
but Lumin, when they talk about the like in their advertisements, they'll be like, "Oh, you put on the exfoliant,
Yeah.
and then you can see and then you'll feel these little flakes coming off, and that's your dead skin coming off."
Yeah.
I'm calling that to be fake.
No, that's literally your dead skin.
No, I'm calling that to be fake. You know why?
Why?
Because one day, or like yesterday, or no, pretty recently, yesterday, I used exfoliant. I used a certain amount, put it on, and the stuff came off. I'm pretty sure that's the exfoliant version of just suds.
No, bro.
Because then today, I put it on, I'm doing it, and it's coming off again. Tell me this, what are the chances that my freaking dead skin came off, and within a day,
Dude, I'm actually gonna
my
look at the stat on
alive
this.
skin is now dead as hell again?
How much skin do you shed? That's you're actually so wrong, by the way.
I'm pretty sure that's like the suds, that's like the exfoliant.
We lose about 30,000 to 40,000 dead skin cells off the surface of our skin. So
Like with exfoliating or without exfoliating?
so just in the time it took you to read this far, you've probably lost about 40,000 cells. That's almost 9 pounds of cells every year.
Okay, but you know how they tell you to... Okay, no. Listen.
Yeah.
You know how... You're not supposed to exfoliate every day, are you?
You're not.
You're supposed to exfoliate
Every other day.
every other day?
Yeah.
Or some people say once a week. So how is it? Because... And I assume it's because
So
your dead skins will... Or like your new skins will
so-
die in that time.
So what exfoliant does is the exfoliant isn't just a what's its face remover of dead skin, right? Dead skin
Not
happens a lot.
exactly what it is.
That's what a thing it does, yes. But the reason you shouldn't do it every day is because it also like by removing dead. There's nothing in the thing that says, "Oh, this skin cell is dead. Let me kill it." It's kind of a be all. It will take off end all be all. Like it will take off whatever's there. And usually dead skin is on top. If you exfoliate too much, then your skin becomes raw, red, and overexposed, and becomes too sensitive. So then going forward, if you get like exposed to harsh sunlight or like becomes dirtier or something, then you're kind of screwed. That's why you don't want to exfoliate too much. But exfoliators, there are two types. They're the physical. I feel like we talked about this before, but they're the physical ones,
And
which
the
are
chemical ones.
yeah, the chemical ones. The physical ones are like a lot. okay, Arshad skincare addiction tells me the physical ones are bad for you because they can micro tear your skin, which isn't good. But the chemical ones, what they essentially do is they just go a little bit underneath the skin, clear up the pores, clean up some dead skin, and that's it. But like, you do have dead skin every day when you wash your face. That is a thing. But the reason you don't want to do it too much is because if you do it too often, then you're going past the dead skin into your normal skin. And that's bad because then you're just getting rid of all protective barriers and everything. I'm telling you, bro. That's why. Okay, have you ever scrubbed your body?
It's kind of a weird image to be talking about on podcast.
No, but it's a thing. Like apparently,
yes.
Apparently, in like Eastern countries,
yeah, like a freaking rock.
To take a rock and scrub the body. That's all dead skin. But instead of using a rock on your face, because you don't want to use a rock on your face, you're using the exfoliant. It's the same concept because the exfoliant has those.
I remember like there used to be like a rock in my house like growing up. I haven't seen it in a long time. But like when I was younger, and I was sitting in the bathroom, I'm like, damn, my dad uses some weird ass soap. I'm like, he's a hardcore guy.
Yeah, us men only use hard ass rocks.
I'm like, maybe I'll grow up one day and use a freaking rock on my body.
Yeah, he doesn't wash his body; he just scrapes off the dirt.
I thought it was soap, bro.
Dude, you're an idiot. No, but it's the same thing too for your heels. Like, do you have hard heels? Okay, this is not staying in. That's disgusting. No free foot pics. But yeah. But yeah, no.
Nobody want my foot pics.
Like, my heels are hard at the side because you need to exfoliate that. Also, because I also wear really tight shoes. Because whenever you play soccer or sports, I like tight shoes.
It's kind of kinky.
Yeah.
Yo, how much you think my feet pics would go for?
None.
Really?
Male feet pics.
You don't think anyone? Do you think if I listed my feet pics up on? It's kind of weird. Do we want to go into this conversation?
I have another thing though.
Right,
Dude,
let's not talk about that.
Dude, have you ever wondered like how crazy it is that the amount of information we have right now through our normal browsers is only like 1% of the actual stuff on the web, like dark web and stuff. I remember
that's creepy stuff, dude.
I remember one time. Okay, I need to be careful what we say here. I will definitely get flagged. But okay,
flagged. Ain't nobody. You think some freaking YouTube official is flagging anything we say out here, bro?
The freaking FBI guy is gonna be like, what the hell? I'm never gonna get hired anywhere. But no, my point is like, one time, I'm not gonna say when, I'm not gonna say with who, I'm not gonna even say if I was involved. A person and this person's friends browse the dark web.
Okay.
It's
legal.
Yeah, it's legal. It's not that hard. It's definitely it's legal to browse. And it's also encouraged in some times because the way you use it is very secure. Like the protocols they use compared to what you have right now, like with Chrome and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So
we set it up, and like the thing is, they have some really funny things there. Really funny things. There's this website you can go to, and you can look up any location, and in that location, it'll detail like the below Earth maps. So like old cities, college campuses, and random places have underground tunnels that were in use many.
It does.
Yeah, I feel like Rutgers has.
But I don't know if that's like as hardcore as some of the other stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like we did it because of Rutgers had a place, but like, or this person did it, not we. This person did it. Because, but like, all these places have random tunnels that were used maybe centuries ago and that are still there. And like, don't you ever wonder what the hell is down there?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me to think.
Wait, so what part did you think the FBI would flag?
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. There are other stuff, like, it's scary how available stuff is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right there. Like, you need it, it's right here.
Well, there's also, I think some people also do make up some stuff about the dark web. Like, there's, red rooms. You ever heard about red rooms?
No.
You've never heard about red rooms?
No.
Dude, I'm getting freaking, what's it called? Goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Some people say people made up red rooms, like that's a fake idea, but I actually believe that it's true. Red rooms are basically, from what I know, I could actually be totally wrong here, but
we could look this up. But
the red rooms. I don't want that on my freaking search history, bro.
Incognito, but
I mean, it's still flaggable. But anyways, red rooms are these things that are like. Oh, you found it.
Yeah.
Red rooms. I must have started this sentence 14 times already.
Just say red rooms are, man.
Red rooms are. Someone gets. All right, I gotta start over. Red rooms are. Cut me off, bro, and then I'll have to start over. Red rooms are.
Cut yourself off.
Red rooms are. Okay, so basically.
We gotta edit this so you have a red rooms are counter on the bottom right hand screen. That's like digging every time you start over.
Red rooms are. You're gonna let me finish the sentence this time? Yeah. Okay, so basically, someone like wears a mask or whatever so that they're not identifiable, and they get a subject that they torture, and they'll stream it, and people watching the stream can be like, do this to that, do this.
Oh, I definitely believe that. Who said that's fake? That's without a doubt true, man.
No, but I don't know how.
And maybe it's not like that specific and like they had a complete name for it, but I don't doubt it for a second. Like the stuff, like you know the Silk Road.
Is that the drug dealing thing?
Yeah, I think it was brought down not recently, but it was brought down like relatively recently.
Oh, they caught him? Did they catch him or did they just stop?
Like this website was probably brought down, bro. But like that's not the point. The point is you bring down one, like a million more will pop up. Like that's not a problem. Yeah, but I don't know if the guy was caught. It's like basically the Silk Road is Craigslist for dark web stuff where you can find anything.
Anything.
And by anything I mean anything.
Including you can pay hitmen.
You can buy guns.
You can buy guns.
Get drugs.
You can get drugs. I think a lot of people. Fake IDs and stuff. I think the more is it vanilla? Yeah, the more like vanilla way that people use it, it's still like illegal, obviously, but like the more vanilla people. When they're using the dark web, they'll do it for things like that, buying drugs.
Yeah.
So like you'll have like totally, I don't know what kind of demographic this is, but that's more normal people.
Yeah, but then there's also like highly illegal.
But then there's stuff that's not just illegal, but stuff that's weird.
Have you watched Mr. Robot?
No, not yet. You keep telling me to watch it.
I will tell everyone I've ever met. Mr. Robot is. I love Mad Men. Mad Men is the type of show you watch that if you want like a character like experience, like you want to love the character, see it. But if you want plot, and like it has character too, but if you want hardcore plot, Mr. Robot without a doubt has one of the greatest plots of any television history of all time. Like straight up, I'm not kidding when I say this. The first minute, everything starting from the first second of the show is important, and this show runs for 4 seasons. Okay. Everything from the first minute, like there are things you will see in season
spoilers
1.
Right there.
No. That's like it was like okay. I guess it's a spoiler, but I'm trying to be more vague. But like there are things you will see in season 1 that will come back in season 4, and you're just like, holy crap, that was like 48 episodes ago, and they literally spelled it out for us, and we just ignored it. And you're like, god damn, I'm an idiot. But like, and like the ending, it's the most. Like thinking about
so what's the
so to give a premise, like this is
wait the dark web thing that you were talking about earlier.
So this might be a spoiler, so I don't know if I want to talk about it, but like this,
okay, no.
Yeah, but like that's why like I talk so much about this stuff. The greatest thing about that show is that it's basically mostly realistic. They employed actual cybersecurity professionals to be on the writing team, so that whenever they discussed, hey, we want to hack into this bank or something, or we want to hack this guy's ID, how would we do that? And they would talk about actual real things that you could do.
Yo, it's the dark web is the one real life thing that actually just makes my skin crawl. Like I there's nothing quite like anything else that makes my skin crawl. It's like something made up, something imaginary, something whatever.
Dude, I'm telling you,
dark web. Like even talking about it right now, it's like,
dude, you should watch Mr. Robot. So the premise,
I'm getting the shivers.
The premise for Mr. Robot is that this guy's a super hacker, and like it's really also incredibly relevant in today's society for the usual things like fighting the upper class and all that crap. And like he's just a simple dude, but like the thing is at night he's a crazy hacker. He can hack anything, and like it's basically his life story of how he's trying to survive in that world. So in that world, the fictional world, the main business that controls everything is called E Corp, which has like. It's basically as if Google, Amazon, and Facebook were all combined. It's kind of becoming what Amazon is today, like banking, all E Corp, product creation, all E Corp, social media, all E Corp. It's insane, right? It's involved in all aspects of your life, and like there's so many things you see on that show that just like it scares you because it's so possible. Like there's like this isn't important. No one will remember. It's not a spoiler. Like there's a point where they're trying to hack like into a security system, right? But they need a guy's RFID badge. They literally bump into a guy and scan that guy's RFID card.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
And that's 100% possible. Like if some random dude bumps into you in the street, you're just like, oh hey, what's up? And he's like, oh my bad, and he walks away. That dude could be hacking your cards right there and then. Like it's actually insane thinking that. If you like, it's that feasible.
Well, the dark web stuff. Do you know Mudahar?
No.
Something gamer, some ordinary gamer. His name on YouTube is some ordinary gamer. Well, anyways, he like puts up a lot of videos like browsing the deep web. Dude, it's
Wait, Corpse Husband?
stuff. What?
Corpse Husband? That's a guy I also know that used to do that.
No, his name is some ordinary gamer. But he browses the deep web. He has a bunch of episodes. He has a full series of like browsing the.
Yeah, I
deep
might have heard
web.
of it. Yeah.
And
I've always wanted to
there's
watch
also
those.
a difference between the deep web and the dark web, I think.
There is, but like, I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure the dark web is
The legal stuff.
the dark web is where it's dark. The deep web is just where you can't get tracked.
Yeah.
So actually no. Yeah, the dark web is the illegal stuff. The deep web, technically, you access the deep web
With Tor and all that stuff.
not even with Tor. There's some websites that you can access that are technically on the deep web that are only like, for example, whenever you go to, I'm pretty sure this is the case. We can look this up and double check. When you go to when you're on your like banking account and you access an HTTPS URL and you're in there and you're looking at just your bank account, that's on the deep web technically. If I'm correct, could you look that up? Difference between deep web and dark web.
I'm not
Or let's
sure about
actually-
that. But yeah, we can do that. That's why we have the technology. I'm making this incognito.
Difference between deep and dark web.
Deep web just
Right
refers
here.
to non-index pages, which is true. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're
So
probably right.
What's the difference between deep web and dark web? Many times the two terms are used interchangeably as if they were.
Yeah, right here. I think this picture does it best. So the picture is an iceberg, right? And at the tip of the iceberg, you have the Google and the Wikipedias and stuff.
Wait.
That first picture right there,
Wait,
right there.
Wait,
Right there. Right, that first picture right there. And then the deep web is right underneath that. That includes like medical records, scientific reports, government databases and stuff like that.
How do I open the image? Just want to open the image. Just want to
Just zoom into that image, bro. Right click, open a new image.
Yeah. Alright, so here we have surface web, Wikipedia, Google, Bing, all that other stuff. Deep web. This is where you can find my feet pics. They exist out there. Just gotta find them. And then dark web. That's where you can find Zarir's feet pics because ain't nobody ever gotta see that ever.
Yeah.
It's nasty. His freaking herpes ass feet pics. They're on the dark web. My feet pics, nice, good looking feet pics on the deep web. On the surface web, that's just where all the vanilla stuff is.
No, but that's the thing. I'm seeing on this place right here, the deep and dark web make up about 96% of the internet, which is crazy.
I'm gonna sell my feet pics, bro.
No, but bro, like think about it. Like the information
Right.
is out there, but we don't know it. So like when you use
Yeah,
it,
there's so much. Well, like okay, so even this iceberg photo doesn't actually do it justice because I've seen one that basically was like 3%.
yeah, right here.
The part that we see is like 3%. Over here, you would think, oh, the surface web is actually a lot of what we is actually like a good amount. Like this looks like 10%, right? It's more so like 3%. So imagine like a
No, it
third
says
of
right
it.
there. It's 96%.
Where?
To your right.
Oh, 96%. Oh, it's like 4%. Yeah. So
No, but the thing is, so when you use Tor and stuff, and you're trying to like look at deep webs, dark web stuff, there's no. So in Google you can just search stuff and look it up. There's no search engine like that. Like you can't search something.
there is on Tor. There is.
What's it called?
You can search. It's called It's something. It has something to do with like.
No,
It's like kind of like a parody of Google.
I don't think there
But
is.
No,
But there probably is, but there's nothing like as expansive as Google. Like if you want to find something and it's not on Google, it probably doesn't exist. But there's nothing all encompassing like that for the dark web.
So if the deep web consists of stuff like my personal information, then if you use Tor, can you get to my personal information?
So the thing, the way it works is those are non-indexed. So but that was my point before. Like you can't search for those things. You got to know they exist
Are those
before.
non-indexable on the surface web only, or just non-indexable? Period.
period, unless you know like specifically it's at this location. So that's
I see.
so that was my point. Like you can't just go on the dark
And
web.
you're saying that's why there's no searching.
No, but yeah, I just want to make this warning to our viewers. You can't just download Tor and be like where to find drugs and expect like all this stuff to pop up. Like that's not how it works.
I'm pretty sure you can. By the way,
all those things are super sketchy.
Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. Stay off the dark web. I know there are people I know certain people who when they hear about things like this they
get curious
go out, they get curious and they go out and do it. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen videos, I've seen things. Dude, it's weird. I saw
the worst thing is
you know what
you don't want to be caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, bro. Like what we're talking about here is like 100% real. Like that stuff happens on that thing, and you don't want to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Just you get screwed over for your whole life just because you're curious.
Well, there's also other we're talking about the more tame messed up stuff, I would say, and there's also a lot more messed up stuff.
There's like plenty.
Stuff.
People can find that out. We're not trying to get freaking banned from Spotify, or YouTube, but you can get survived. Like there's a lot of things with a lot of different types of people and other things involved, but I just. Yeah, make sure you guys don't do anything stupid.
Well, do you know about Cicada? Oh,
I feel like I've heard of this.
I think I might have told you about it. Cicada is trippy.
Which one's Cicada?
Cicada 3301. I would pull up a video right now. Actually, I might. But I'm just going to pull up a short little clip.
Dude, I want to talk about Mr. Robot so bad because there's a scene in this that is so relevant to what it is right now.
Hold up. I'm just going to pull this up real quick.
Just let me know. To decide infamous B.
I'm just gonna pull up the very beginning, and then that's it.
Yeah.
On the 4th of January 2012, a user on 4chan posted this image to the site's infamous B or random board. The anonymous author, who went by the 4-digit pseudonym 3301, challenged users to uncover a message hidden within the image. Unbeknownst to those who stumbled across it, someone had just set in motion one of the most elaborate scavenger hunts
I heard of this, I think.
ever seen.
I think I've heard of this.
Also, this video does a good job of making it freaking trippy. But basically,
I think I've heard of this.
it's just basically what it is it's just I'm actually gonna basically it was this random that post was released. They got a bunch of nerds freaking doing what they like. They just did their thing. They found that within that image, you basically had to open up. I guess there's an image can be represented in text.
Yeah.
And
that's called steganography or something like that. But yeah,
something like that. And once you represent that image in text, or you find the textual representation of that image, within that textual representation was a URL, which led them to such and such, which led them to such and such, and the puzzles got really, really hard to the point where for one of the puzzles, there was like a worldwide collaboration on it, kind of, and it was like there were different things placed around different areas of the world, and one of them was like, go into like one of the MIT computers, and it's like within the computer or something like that. Crazy stuff, and it was all around the world. So no one knows who sent out the puzzle, but people, like basically in the video he says too that it's probably some worldwide force.
Yeah.
International force.
So in Mr. Robot, a prominent group, it's a hacker group, right? And what do you think of when you think of hacker groups? Anonymous, like those things are all real. Like people.
Oh, Anonymous is real, yeah. Anonymous freaking hacked something. They did something recently which was stupid. What did they do?
I remember.
Really recently, they did something that was stupid.
Like I remember that.
I feel like it was for like Black Lives Matter. No, I feel like it was before that.
No, I remember. Yeah, Anonymous returns to support Black Lives Matter and speaks about Jeffrey Epstein case.
No, but they didn't. Yeah, but they didn't do anything. Basically, they just hacked something and they just put up like a.
Oh yeah, Anonymous accused Minneapolis police, blah blah blah, and they're gonna go hack that website.
Yeah.
No, but that's crazy to think, like, especially once you watch.
Well, do you think? Sorry, just on the topic of Anonymous, real quick. Do you think Anonymous is a collaborated, organized effort of just anonymous people, or do you think Anonymous is a pseudonym that anyone can use?
I think it's a group. But you never know.
It's
right?
impossible to say because
Yeah.
that's the whole
Exactly,
thing.
that's the whole point. You're anonymous. But like, that's like the thing.
Do you think it's a group? What makes you think it's a group?
It would. I don't think the stuff they do is capable of just being done by one person.
I think there are some traces of like, there is some consistency between what they do.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I don't know a lot about what Anonymous has done, but I think stylistically,
Yeah.
when you're similar, when you do things like, when you do things consistently, that's usually a sign that it's a collaborative effort. Because if it were just a bunch of people, then it'd be different.
Yeah. No, yeah, they definitely follow the same format thing. No, but my point is with that, all those things are real. So there are people very capable of doing things like that. Like on 4chan, I was gonna say, like, I remember someone else showed me a video once, like they had to find like a murder or something, like a crime, and the users on 4chan solved it from like noticing like like that tree was something I see in my backyard or something like that. So like it's insane because there's so much information out in the world today, and there's so many people that are here to process it, which has never been done before, right? So now it just makes you really scared because I don't know. I like what you're saying before. It just makes your skin crawl. Like all this stuff is like freaking hacker movies. Like I never imagined like you have to watch Mr. Robot to get what I'm saying, but like you never realize that everyone's talking about like, oh, the apocalypse could come from like the meteor hitting the ground, the coronavirus or something like that. The freaking apocalypse could come from some guy just being like
freaking nerds.
Yeah, just being like, oh yeah, I've hacked into the mainframe and I'm just gonna like wipe all of the U.S. debt.
Or like you play like League of Legends with some guy and you harass him and you're like, yo, your KDA sucks.
I said that to a guy once,
and then
I got banned for this.
What'd you say?
I said to the guy when I was playing with him, oh, I hated him. He was so bad.
Did you say you were gonna hack him?
So they're bad players, but you know what makes bad players worse? When they think they're good. Like that is the worst type of person to ever exist, to not know the fact that they're bad. Like if I flame someone and they're like, oh yeah, my bad, I'm sorry, then I'm like, all right, fine, that guy knows he's bad, at least I started work with this. But if I flame someone saying, what are you doing, and the man tries to argue with me and pin it on me when I know it's not my fault, dude, oh my god. Like sometimes yes, it is my fault, and then I'm usually quiet in those types. Right?
I'm just sitting here quietly remembering all the times you entered the crap out of my game.
Like if you know you're bad, you just accept you're bad and you just stay on the side and try to support the whoever's gonna carry. But if you're just trash and with an ego, like oh my god. So that was this type of guy.
If you're bad at things and you have an ego, dude, oh my god, those are the worst type of people.
That's 100% true. But quickly, my ban story. This guy was talking the entire time, and he's trying to do stuff like, oh yeah, you're so bad, blah, you're never gonna make it, blah 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 blah. And I got so fed up with him, right? And he kept saying that I was gonna get banned, right? But like that just incites more fuel. So I remember saying that, dude, I'm literally gonna find your IP address and knock at your door and come beat the blank out of you, right? And then I said a bunch of other vulgar stuff after
that's
that.
That's how you get banned.
Yeah.
Well, you know how my last permanent ban, you know how it happened?
I only got 2-week ban for that, but yeah.
Well, technically anything that justifies a 2-week ban
is perma-bannable.
Is perma-bannable.
If it's
anything
repeated,
that justifies a chat restriction is perma-bannable because it just has to happen enough times.
Wait, really? I got chat restricted so many times.
Yeah, but then you probably waited a little bit. Chat restriction went away because there's 4 steps. 10 game. I'm very well.
Arshad's an expert.
I know this system very well.
Mm.
There's a 10-game chat restriction. There's a 25-game chat restriction. There's a 2-week ban, and then there's a permanent ban. Believe it or not, I've gotten permanently banned 12 times, which means ever since that system was created, which means stuff could have happened before this too. Ever since that system was created, I have been punished by Riot Games. How many times?
35 times.
48 times.
Yeah, but like equivalently is like the 10 you pass the 10-day chat restriction, the 25 chat restriction, the 2-week ban 12 times.
Exactly.
How?
12 times.
Yeah.
48 total punishments.
Yeah, which equals like however many days. That equals like almost like years of punishment.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, permaban is permaban.
Yeah, ignoring permaban. Yeah.
But anyways, basically, what was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, so I'm very well versed in this, but
you can last permaban. Your last permaban.
Oh yeah, I know. Also, I I understand now very well what gets you permaban and what doesn't get you permaban. Because if you'll notice, if you look at my accounts that got that got banned, you'll notice that within each permaban or after each permaban, there's more and more time between that one and my next permaban.
Because you're learning.
I'm like an AI, and now I think I've mastered my craft.
What is the secret to not getting banned?
Well, I'll get into that. But now I think basically, okay, so for any of our viewers who don't play League of Legends, basically
don't play League of Legends.
Yeah, don't play League of Legends. But also, if you
do
not currently play League of Legends and you're wondering what we're talking about, if you're a piece of crap in chat, Riot Games is like super sensitive company. Every other company that's a game company is like they understand like people are gonna like I don't know if you've played CS:GO.
No.
But you can say a lot of things in CS:GO and you won't get
Which
punished.
is so ironic because CS:GO is CS:GO, but I think out of all the games, League of Legends probably suffers the most from like idiots playing the game and just ruining the game experience.
So you're
like,
saying that since there's idiots, they should let you be mean to them?
No, yeah, that's the irony. Like, I feel like they're focusing on the wrong thing here. They're trying to make this place a safe, quote unquote, safe spot for everyone. But in reality, all you're doing is going after the wrong guys.
Well,
like, if I don't care, this is like an acknowledged part of gaming. Gaming will incite rage no matter what. Like, no matter what game you play. So rather than being a company that focuses on, you know what, we're gonna make sure users contain our rage. Why don't you stop inducing that rage in the first place?
Okay. Well,
like, it's just a
there's two different types of rage that can happen. There's like people straight up trolling you.
Straight, and Riot is infamous for that.
Yeah, and they won't get punished. But then there is just people being bad, and I guess I will agree. Technically, Riot has a point when they say that you shouldn't be mean to people who are just being bad. But it is what it is. Sometimes if you do bad, if you go into a game and you're acknowledging that. You have to do well. Your team has certain expectations of you, and people are gonna say things. If suck it up. Anyways,
like there's a mute button. I don't know why these people say no. I can't unmute, but I also can't get flamed. Then what the hell are you doing?
Well, okay, so like let's say you went to a pickup basketball game.
Yeah, if you play
but if someone's playing bad on your team, you're not gonna flame them. Like you're not gonna flame them like you flame them in League. You're gonna be like, dude, come on.
I mean, but that comes with any video game.
Afterwards, you're going to be done with the game, and then you might go to one of your teammates and be like, yo, this guy freaking sucks. Like, he wasn't hitting any shots, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, I think trash talk in all chat is totally fine. Like, at all times. In League of Legends. Unless, like, there's obviously a line that you have to draw, which is, like, that's probably making noise in the thing, by the way. You should probably stop doing that.
Yeah.
But...
No, but my thing is, I don't understand why.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Trash talk in all chat is totally fine.
Yeah,
because you can trash talk the enemy team.
I'm pretty sure that's encouraged, but yeah.
No, but I'm talking about like real trash talk. They're like, oh, trash talk's encouraged.
Yeah, like haha, loser, I did better than you or something. Yeah. Normie stuff like that.
I'm talking about hurting someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? But I think that's totally fine at all times. I do think when you're on the same team as someone. Also, man, people are like, if you're just like, yo, that was a bad player, yo, this and that, whatever, people will feel personally attacked
straight up
all the time.
Dude, you can never criticize anything. Like, the thing is, like, I don't understand why people get so hurt by what I typed in a game. Like, how insecure can you be? Like, you tell someone, why did you do that? And the next thing you know, they're just like purposely running underneath enemy tower and just feeding. Or like inting on purpose. Or like, I don't know, what's the English word for that?
Intentionally feeding. Intentionally dying. Yeah, intentionally throwing away the game.
Yeah, and basically they're just killing themselves so the other team gets gold and like becomes better than you, right? Yeah. So they're just doing that on purpose just because you said one word. And like, you know what? That's one type of player. Then the other type of player is like doing something really dumb and they lose from like the first 30 seconds. Like, all right, that's it, game's over, GG. And I'm like, huh? It's been 30 seconds. How the hell is the game over? I can go on and on about this.
All right, well, I think a lot of people...
No, but what was your thing? What was your secret to not getting banned? I cut you off.
Oh, yeah, my secret to not getting banned. Okay, so basically, when you are... Okay. I've perfected this system. Last time I got banned, let me tell this story. Last time I got banned, basically, somebody was like, yo, can I get this role? I'm smurfing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, are you sure? And then they were like, just let me have it. I was like, okay, I don't care. Just take it. Take the role.
So League of Legends is there's 5v5, every person has a role.
A different role.
Yeah.
So basically, I got assigned one role. This guy was like, "Oh, let me take that role," and I was like, he was like, "Oh, I'm really good. My actual account is much higher rank, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, fine, take it. I don't care." So we swapped roles. And then
which you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
That was me being nice.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he was in the game, and then he started dying a lot, aka doing really bad.
AKA feeding.
AKA feeding. And then I went on this website online. And this feature should not exist, by the way. There's no good that's ever come out of this feature. You already know what I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea.
OP.GG freaking win rates, man.
Oh, no, that definitely should exist. That's how you know when to dodge.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about like freaking insult generator or something.
No. I went on op.gg, which is his website, and you can type in somebody's name and you can see their win-loss
Yeah, you can check the statistics and all their...
And he was claiming to be someone really good from a higher rank, so you would imagine his win-loss ratio is a lot higher. But he was like less than 50%, which means he had more losses than wins. So basically what I did was I took that little win-loss, copied it, I went to my league client, I pasted it, and then I just kept spamming it. So it was like 48% or whatever, 75 wins, 77 losses or whatever.
Yeah.
Copied it, put it in my client, and just kept copying and pasting it, and just kept sending. And then I got banned. I got hit with that.
That's so stupid.
That permaban. No,
you got
I
banned for that? Dude, no, they're...
I did it a lot, but...
Do you know the poppy bug?
Oh, yeah.
So again, this is the type
this is gonna go. We should stop talking about League pretty soon, but yeah, just to explain the poppy bug and like
it's basically
it was a freaking exploit.
It was
like
a
bad
straight
exploit.
up like hack. All you have to do is the game is meant to be played like you go on the map and you fight each other, but there's like the base location.
They're not gonna understand.
No,
it was a straight up hack.
It was basically a hack, right? And there's a guaranteed win. There's no counterplay, no nothing, right? And Riot's like, all right, if anyone uses this, we will ban them. And then they're just screenshots all over Reddit about this, about like these guys going like, oh yeah, guys, I played 12 games with this poppy ban. I'm going again. And like it just continued. And it just plagued solo queue for months. And like these guys are openly admitting it, but Riot is so incapable that they can't stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, imagine literally like this is the type of game, this is the type of company where like you can go into a game and you can trash talk people and you'll get banned freaking instantly like that. But then you go into a game and you straight up hack or you straight up use an exploit and they're like, oh.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Yeah,
whatever. But anyways, what were some of the other things we wanted to talk
Riot
about?
is so bad, man. I'm just heated from Riot.
Oh, yeah, we wanted to talk. Oh, dude. Election day.
Yeah.
It's literally in 2 days, bro.
That is true.
Who's going to win it? Who's going to take it?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't want to say anything, but like, we were at this point last year, and then oh, dude, I know what we can watch. I know exactly what we can watch. I think it's very pertinent right now.
What?
Very pertinent.
What?
There's an SNL skit from what year are we in today? Is this 2020?
2020.
2016. So it's hilarious. I really think we should watch it, but it's
Was
about
Donald Trump going up to Hillary Clinton.
No, it's about election night, and like a bunch of people are watching the election results. We should watch it. SNL skit to 2016 election night. It was so funny. I had like Chris Rock in it and stuff. Yeah, that one, first one. First one. How long is it? It might be a bit long.
It's 5 minutes.
This is election night in America.
Is Dave Chappelle in this?
I think so.
That looks like.
There's Chris Rock in it.
Oh, Dave Chappelle's in
Yeah,
it.
go back. You missed a lot.
Wait, I don't think we should watch this whole thing.
Just watch it.
This is election night in
We can
America.
pause and talk.
I can't believe after all this, it's gonna finally be over.
I don't know. We'll see. Trump's already got lawyers to fight the results.
Okay, don't even joke about that or I will leave. Guys, we're about to have our first woman president. Like, this is gonna be a historic night.
This brings back memories.
Yeah, it might be a historic night, but just don't forget it's a big country.
Yo, that's so true, by the way.
Like, yeah, we don't recognize that.
Big country, bro.
Like going on our road trip to Chicago, you realize like, holy crap, New Jersey is New Jersey, but there's so many other places.
Also, like online, like we don't ever see Trump supporters online. Like you do, but they're like 1 in 30.
Because we'll talk about this later, but like
Just in a bubble.
Yeah.
My friend at the Huffington Post says she wins by 5 points. Oh, I don't know. My friend at Slate says she'll win by 3. Oh, well, she'll definitely win the Electoral College, for sure. But I guess there's like a nightmare scenario where...
I have a question. Does winning the popular vote doesn't count for anything, right?
No.
Literally nothing.
No.
So why should you just say that?
No, he's just saying so then the Trump supporters will be angry that, oh yeah, they lost popular vote.
Really?
Oh, dude, when I watched it, that was the funniest thing ever.
Well,
You didn't laugh at the part where they're like, he's like, oh my god, I think America's racist,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are like, oh my god.
yo, but who do you think is gonna win it this time?
Perfect. I think this is gonna repeat Trump.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Trump. I'm pretty damn sure it's gonna be Trump. If Hillary,
If Biden wins, I don't think he's going 8 years. I think the Republicans are gonna find some guy
the
who's
thing that Hillary had against her was actually a really big thing that people like to downplay. I said this on a different episode.
the Benghazi thing?
What?
Like the emails?
No, the emails. Yeah.
No,
It's
dude, they're
huge, dude.
overplayed. For sure.
Yo.
Yeah. No, I agree it's huge, but in the relative spectrum of stuff that's...
No, I think that's massive. Like, I think that was like... I still don't... Like, obviously, I don't think that...
No, but I think she did the due process and whatever crap to deal with it already. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to say that, then there's so many Trump allegations which haven't gone through.
Yeah, but
it's like...
No. But those Trump allegations, there's a difference. There's
How?
a difference.
How?
Because, imagine this. Okay. Trump...
Owes
Okay.
money to several Russian billionaires.
Yes. Okay, but here's the thing. Now, that's also big. I'm not saying...
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree that both are big, but I think one was overplayed compared to the other, which is why, like, I thought it was BS.
I thought the Hillary thing was...
Yeah, it was
Okay.
big, no lie.
Look, I said this before in a different podcast. Imagine you have a jar of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Imagine you come into the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh crap! And I stand up. I'm like, what's up, dude? You're like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, nothing. Like, oh, you're clearly doing something. I was like, no, I was just sitting on the couch. And you're like,
Yeah.
imagine that to like level 5,000. That's what this Hillary thing is, because it wasn't even just that, like, it wasn't even like, oh, you're within your emails, you owe X amount to this person, and we found that out, and then she denied it. It wasn't even that. It was like, we don't even know what the hell was in those emails, and she deleted all of them.
Wait, are you sure about that? I really think that they were
we don't
recovered
know.
and they were all gone through, bro.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, this
No.
is-
I'm pretty sure
I
there
really
was
think they
no
were.
point where the Hillary emails.
I really think they were. Let's check.
Hillary Clinton email scandal. Email controversy. Okay. During her tenure as... An FBI examination of Clinton servers found over 100 emails containing classified information, including...
Deemed secret, 22 deemed top secret. Additional 2,000 were not marked or virtually marked classified.
I mean, but don't you think it's possible the FBI is bought?
Dude,
But the FBI is part of the deep state.
I think that everyone is bought, which is why I'm
No,
saying
but
that...
the FBI is literally part of the deep state. So
What is
it's
the deep state?
state versus deep state. Deep state is like this ingrained, like, government controls everything. Deep state is like there's just officials. How do I say this? Deep state is like there's these unchangeable forces. There's these forces within the country that just run things, and they're all like Hillary Clinton is part of the deep state. Like, they can make things happen the way they want to
So,
happen.
okay, 30,000 were deleted
the
and they
DNC
recovered
and all that.
17,000.
Dude, they recovered 17,000. So
Yeah.
13,000 totally vanished emails.
Yeah, but there's like... Dude,
And
like,
even if they recovered it, when did they recover it?
during the...
Dude, all I'm
doing the
saying...
thing. Like, this thing is shot, like, gone, by the way. Like, it's done being...
I know, but I'm just saying. People always said about that it was downplayed.
No, but like I highly disagree. I think it was overplayed.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
People always say it was overplayed.
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying. I think to me,
I understand.
To someone as a voter, that's a big deal.
No,
dude.
but I think it was. I agree it's a big deal, but I think in the grand spectrum of things that were scandals, like it made no sense for that one to be the only one that people were like, oh yeah, we should be concerned about this.
Here's why it's different. Here's why it's different than everything else. Because at least with the Donald Trump thing, he had some things hidden, but then when people came out against him, they were like, we found out he did this and that. But the thing about Hillary Clinton was,
and the FBI said the same thing.
No real, like they don't know. Like nobody knows, dude.
So who's the one who said who came out and Trump did that? Who came out and usually said?
No, I'm saying I haven't.
Whoever did the investigations. This is what I'm saying. So what ends up happening, right? Is that?
Oh, you're saying that the FBI did a thorough investigation?
Yeah, they did do a thorough investigation.
Okay, no. I think that Russia thing was a big deal too. Yeah, but at least there was an allegation first that could have been investigated. You know what I'm saying? There was something. There was. Trump is in cahoots with Russia.
Yeah.
And then they went out and they investigated it, and now their answer was either yes or no. With the Hillary Clinton thing, there were a lot of things up in the air, but nobody knows nothing about it.
No, it went.
And that's scary, dude.
No, it was fully investigated. Like whatever. The point wasn't the deleted emails. The point was the entire mail server. Like that entire server was technically, people thought it was insecure or whatever. Blah blah blah. Even though it was proven later on, it was not. Complete FBI investigation, and they went through with everything. They went through congressional hearing after hearing, and it was dismissed. That was the point. Like I think out of all scandals, that was probably the one that was handled the most because they freaking drilled it into the ground and beat it like a dead horse.
Yeah, but if the FBI is part of the deep state and it was dismissed, then
yes, then that comes down to whatever you want to believe. If that's your belief, then there's no change.
No, I'm not saying. But the thing is, if it's just inconclusive, like I think it's a totally...
It wasn't inconclusive.
By the way, everybody... No. I'm saying it's an inconclusive thing to say whether or not the FBI is part of the deep state. I think it probably is, but even if you can't come to an answer of that, like if you can't... Even if you're not like the FBI is part of the deep state or the FBI isn't part of the deep state, it's still up in the air. Like you can't say for sure whether or not it is.
So what I usually end up saying in these cases, right, is the type of people I hate the most are fake people, and those people usually end up in politics. So politicians. So I usually... Well, my judgment is in this case is, would I rather have an idiot or would I rather have someone who at least knows what she's doing, and both of them will lie to me no matter what. But one's an idiot and one's capable, another one's capable.
I think one covers up more things though. I think the problem with Hillary
I think that's false because she's been under the public eye ever since her goddamn husband was the president. So she's been under scrutiny in the public eye from the beginning. Donald Trump has never had to have any sort of mandate for anything until he finally decided to run. And whenever someone tries to bring up his past, he just dismisses it because he's like, oh yeah, I'm a billionaire. That happens to me all the time. Allegations, yeah, I have thousands of allegations. Taxes, I pay taxes, but I'm under audit. Like,
also, I'm pretty sure our viewers think I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter. Just want to clarify that.
No, I agree.
I'm not a Trump. I'm just trying to, like, I think if you can't look through the lens of the other side, then for anything at all, like someone, like one time, I remember just saying something like, "Yo, Donald Trump is funny," which I think is true. I think Donald Trump is funny or can be funny a lot of times. I think he is just a funny guy.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I think he's fit for XYZ role, whatever, to be president, but. I remember I said that to someone once, and they were like, "No, I don't really think he's funny. I don't really think there's any good about him."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yo, do you think that?" I was like, just out of curiosity, like, do you think he's ever done anything right?
Yeah, that's
recently
false,
in the presidency, or like, do you think that anything he says? Do you think that everything he says is wrong? And they're like, yeah, everything he says is wrong. I don't think he's done anything right. And I'm like, look, as a human being, you can be the worst freaking person in the world. You can be the most idiotic person in the world. Every once in a while, every single person is going to say something right.
Exactly.
And if you think that somebody is wrong 100% of the time, it's more likely that that person is not wrong 100% of the time, but that your perspective is wrong. And
no, those people are like liberal, maniacal, like, oh yeah.
No, but don't you?
The
people around us, like,
no, definitely, I know they exist. Like, the irony is, like, we talked about this before in the podcast, right? Like, you think you're gonna change someone's mind by screaming at them, right? But there's someone the way you look at a Trump supporter is the same way someone else looks at you.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lot of coincidences between, like, similarities between you two.
Yeah.
Like, until people realize that, like, nothing's gonna change. But like what I was saying before is, I think in the case of Donald Trump is he's very good at portraying what he wants, right? So now he's managed to single-handedly somehow make an entire society question everything related to news. Again. So like somehow, like whenever there's Obama, right? Like whenever someone said something about Obama, like, oh yeah, he's not from America, those birther conspiracies or whatever, right? Or like he's freaking Muslim or whatever, right? Everyone shot those down and thought that they were idiots, right? Both left and right. The only people were like the crazy hillbillies, like in freaking Tennessee or something, right? But now you have Donald Trump, and then Donald Trump says something, and who questions it? Everyone questions it. Because it doesn't matter if you're right, left, moderates, conservative, Republican, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Everyone questions it because now he's single-handedly managed to induce, like, wait, is what he's saying true? Is what he's saying true? Or is the media against me? Or what that? Him and him alone has managed to turn society on its head, which is what I think. I don't want to say I want to give him props, but like...
No, I don't think... I think he says things that make people question things sometimes... That makes some people question it. I think, dude.
No, I think a lot of people question it now.
No, I think
a lot more.
You mean now that? You mean like maybe he'll say something against Biden and people will be like, "Oh, he might be right."
Yeah.
I don't think within our circles that happens.
With our circles, we have crazy freaking diehard people all the time. I'm not gonna like. I'm talking about general society. Like if Mitt Romney,
everyone likes to think they're not part of that circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guilty of it too sometimes. But if like Mitt Romney went to Obama and said Obama's, I don't know. Freaking Obama's daughters does weed or some crap, right? Yeah. Said that, right?
They'll be like, shut up.
Yeah, they'd be like, Mitt Romney's disgusting. And the Republicans would have been like, oh, we do not endorse this, blah, 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 crap, bullshit, whatever, right? But now you got Trump here, and he's saying that like something with the Hunter Biden crap, like your child is disgusting, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He's a national security threat and all that, right? You got him saying that, and the Republicans like, yeah, he's crazy. And people, and like both sides like, yeah, that is pretty sketchy, like what he's doing, right? How, like in that 1 4-year change, he has managed to do that, which I don't want to give him props for, but like, damn, he's capable of doing it. He's managed, he's able, so that's what I think. So like, because he's able to do that and make everyone question it, he's managed to hide a lot of his flaws. So like, I think in reality, he just has, he's inept, but because of his, you know how people always say, if you say it enough times, it'll happen?
Think you mean inept as in he's incompetent?
Yeah.
I don't think he's incompetent.
I think he's incompetent. I really think he's incompetent.
I think in many areas he's incompetent, but I think in general he's a competent human being. Because it's the same thing that, remember what Geiser said last time? You can't be stupid and get what you want.
I don't think so. I think it's Donald Trump is a very special case.
No, dude, he's a smart guy. He's not. He's smart in some senses. People can
maybe he's smart.
Dude, he knows how to like when he speaks, he knows how to freaking nail certain parts of his like. There's certain when you talk, right?
But he's not a good orator. He just knows what to say to get people riled up. I guess you could credit that to speechwriters, if anything. But
so what? No.
I'm saying that
no. You can't credit that to his speechwriters. You credit that to his speaking ability because it's not so much what he says. Dude, it's how he says
remember when Trump was first elected and how many times people roasted him that his speech made no sense?
No, but
have you heard of Trump's
speech? Yeah, I
recently?
know, but those were Trump haters.
Have you heard of Trump's speech recently? I was bored. Bored one day, so I checked out his rallies.
No,
right?
But check this out. He can sound stupid as much as you can sound as stupid as you want. But if you're riling people up, it is successful, dude. Okay, like you can get at the speeches and you can like you know how.
Have you ever heard someone like Ronald Reagan speak? Like that would be what I call a good speaker. Like he used to sing.
No, he was so nervous though. He was a nervous guy.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Do you know what his nickname is?
I'm thinking of Richard Nixon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Richard Nixon was like a nervous, like.
But Richard Nixon. If you're trying to compare Richard Nixon to presidential capabilities, that is probably the last one.
But there's this. You can talk about speaking ability, as in like how eloquent do you sound? Yes. Does Donald Trump sound super eloquent? No.
So what speaking ability are you referring to?
I'm talking about speaking ability to just drive.
he's
something
able to
home
induce.
hit something home.
He's able
Wait,
to.
hang on. Like, okay, let me. Okay, you can think about a really good speech. Have you ever heard a Hitler speech?
Yeah, those are really good. Oh, I also broke.
No,
this.
but he's a lot of times. God damn it.
Yeah.
A lot of times he's not the most eloquent dude.
No, but he's able to. No, that's what I'm saying. So again, irony you're comparing to Hitler, but like that was my point. He's not the best speech talker,
Okay.
but he's able
No,
to induce emotion into the crowd, right?
Yes, exactly. And Donald Trump.
But
can
that
do
is not a skill.
No, that is a skill, dude.
That is.
Come on, bro. That's a skill.
That comes with how your image is, and his image is portrayed as
it's how he says it too. Because I saw this one video about why Donald Trump is actually a genius speaker, and it's very under the surface type stuff, dude. Fix that later. Just fix it.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
It's very under the surface type things. Like it's not like out there. Like for example, someone who's really eloquent, it's just totally out there. Like their skills are just in your freaking face. They use words that are sometimes big. They have good sentence structure. They use like weird like that from which the United States is the nation from which, right? Like they say sentences like that. It's very in your face, and you're like, oh, this person is a good speaker. Donald Trump is not so in your face. It's kind of below the surface. There's his hand gestures, all that. It's below the surface. You have to look for it. You have to have an ear for it. The way that he kind of like makes his sentences so that the word that hits is at the end. That's a skill, dude. It's a skill, bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're overplaying this a lot. I feel like
no, dude.
It's
because can Joe Biden do that?
No,
Hello. Oh, this thing is just lagging.
Oh, we should have done the recording thing for the edits, but whatever. Oh no, but my point is
Wait, what? The recording what?
Remember we're gonna do a stopwatch so we can edit this.
Oh yeah, but
no, my point is Joe Biden can't do that. Why can't he do that? You don't think Joe Biden's physically capable of like stressing the last?
I think he
sentence?
lacks the skill, bro.
To stress the last word of every sentence.
No, but it's not as simple as that.
I really think.
Okay, like for example,
it's your public image. I really think it's your public image.
No.
Donald Trump's public image has been crafted, whether that be by him or his team.
No, but
or whatever.
dude, there's a way Donald Trump speaks, man. You can. I don't think it's good. Like I don't think he says good things, but I think he says bad things well. Or I think sometimes he says good things well, but I think he says things a certain way. And there's been a lot of people, and he's a funny guy too, I think, and I think that helps it out a lot.
I don't know if he's funny. I think he's funny to listen to because he sounds like an idiot. But
no, I think he's funny. Come on, give him that. Give him that much.
What do you mean?
He's a funny guy.
He's crude, like that type of funny. Like yeah, I guess. Like
no, like all these nicknames that he's had for people, like they're funny, dude.
Come on. Yeah. I'll give that. Okay, fine.
They're funny.
Oh,
I swear, dude. Anyone who, dude, leave it. Just
this is broken.
Please
like,
put it to the side. I can't focus on this conversation.
Yeah.
Also, that's really bad if it's gone.
It's gone.
I told you to stop messing with it.
I don't even know how it happened.
Wait, that's really bad. Dude, put it away, please. Please, put it away. No, like, put it away.
I have to shut it before I can put it away, but yeah. No, but yeah, he is funny. I'll give you that. He is funny in that sense that he's very crude and like to the point. But yeah, I agree with that.
It's just he's a funny guy. It's not like I don't even think you can reduce it too much. I think he just is a funny guy, and like I think that kind of plays into his character. It all comes down to the way he talks. He knows where to pack emotion. He knows where in a sentence to pack emotion. And yeah, like okay, I said before, oh, like he ends his sentences with the word. Okay, you're saying, can Joe Biden not do that? Yeah, Joe Biden can do that, but you also can't boil down knowing how to nail the emotional value of a sentence to just that. Donald Trump he's made that an art form. Now, I swear to God, most people that are watching this probably think I'm a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I just want to make that clear.
You're making a very good case for yourself, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm definitely not a Trump supporter, by the way. I want to make that clear. But
yeah, I think I dropped.
I'm also not like a Biden supporter. I'm not like
I don't think anyone is honestly a Biden supporter. Whoever is a Biden supporter is lacking.
Yeah. So, but.
No, so fine, but
what I'm saying is
when I was taking. Our main point is
Donald Trump. We kind of had the same conversation with Garcia.
No, but our main point is Donald Trump smart? And my point, I guess.
Yes, dude. Come on.
Fine. If you can say he speaks well,
He's
fine.
but
I don't think he's smart.
He's a person. He's a person that gets what he wants.
I think I've seen smarter people than him in the freaking elementary school.
He's not smart in the sense that like he can do like high level.
No,
you know.
no, but like I'm talking about like how do you define smartness? How do you define smartness? I define smartness as someone who's able to has like key concepts like critical thinking and like understanding and like being able to like solve problems. Anything of that related, I don't think he's capable of doing any of that.
I think it's a different type of intelligence. I think okay, like for example,
there's a difference between intelligence and being good at something.
Do you know who Jordan Belfort is?
No.
No, I don't think so. I think being good at something is directly linked with your intelligence.
I really don't think so. If you repeat something over and over enough times, you will get good at it.
No.
You're smart.
No, there's a distinction. Sorry, okay, then maybe you're right. Being good at something is not equivalent to...
Exactly.
No, but here's what I will say then. Your capacity to be good at anything is directly... Your capacity to be good at anything and your rate of growth for anything is directly related to
Fine, rate of growth. What is the growth?
Okay, so like for example then, someone who's like really good at like high level math technically doesn't even have to be smart because
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I never said high level math is my judgment. But
okay, but let's say... Okay, do you know who Jordan Belfort is?
No.
Jordan Belfort was the Wolf of Wall Street. You've
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. Leonardo DiCaprio was the actor who played the Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, I was going to say that.
Jordan Belfort was the Wolf of Wall Street.
The
real... don't... For any of our viewers, it's a really naughty movie. Yeah. But anyways...
Margot Robbie's in that movie.
Yeah. I'll comment about that. But anyways, Jordan Belfort, he's a guy in real life. He he went to prison, whatever. But he has a natural knack for selling things.
Yeah.
That's intelligence, bro. That's a type of intelligence.
Intelligence for me at the end of the day comes down to can you solve problems?
Okay, but there's a lot of different... Sales is a problem. Sales is an art. And there's certain patterns within sales that you can detect that an intelligent person will detect. It's all at the end of the day.
We'll never know. Is it that he's detecting those signs, or is it just like an instinctual thing for him?
Oh no, he's got a system. He's got a system. And even if you don't have a system written down, if after a while you've developed something, you've become really good at sales, you have developed a system.
No, so my point is am I okay? Pretend let's talk about myself, right? Let's take an person. Let's say a person memorizes the times table from 1 to 100. He's memorized.
Yes. No, you're talking about something different. Yeah. So okay. Let's say they took. Okay, but also now you're talking about is let's imagine for a second that memorization ability
is the lowest form of intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a form of intelligence, let's say. But anyways, memorization ability.
No, but that's the saying though.
What?
It is the saying goes memorization is the lowest form of intelligence.
Is that just a saying or is that like a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to... It's a form of intelligence, let's say. If a person memorizes the times table from 1 to 100 times 1 to 100, then in a day versus in 10 days, the person who memorized it in 1 day is more intelligent.
I guess, but like the thing is, you're throwing in so many. If we throw in,
I'm saying no, but you can't tell how long someone took to do something. So you can just tell where they are.
So if your point is that everyone in the world is smart, then yeah.
No. Actually, no. I don't think intelligent. Okay, I think there's a distinction.
No, because what you're saying is I can add that factor to everything. I can find something so obscure. Everyone in the world is good at something.
Nah, that's not true, bro.
That is true.
It's not true. I don't think so.
That's what with your logic.
There's some people that are really good at certain things. Like
you
really
don't know
good.
that. You don't know that.
No.
That.
Okay, Donald Trump has
spent 40 years. Donald Trump has nothing going for him that would make me think that, right? Like if he did anything like, oh, that's clever. Like what he did was really clever there. Like the way he said.
Bro, do you think when he does things, you think he doesn't know what he's doing?
100%.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
I really don't think so.
Bro, he knows what he's doing.
He has around him, when he got elected, he had around him the smartest campaign managers ever. Like, he straight up had people who knew, I'm going to say this again, who knew how to induce emotion. That's all these right-wing websites and stuff, that's what they're great at.
Okay, well,
how to induce emotion.
I don't think we're going to agree on this. I think
no, because I'll end with this. It comes down to argument of two things.
No, I'm going to end.
You can either end on like logical and critical thinking, or you can. Sorry, not end. You can either argue on logic and critical thinking, or you can argue on your, I think the word is ethos, however you feel, your emotion. These are two different types.
Yeah, but dude,
these are two different
types of... Okay, ideally everyone goes based off logic, whatever. No, but, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, no, also that's not an ideal world, and I think it's a common trap that men our age fall into. It's like, oh, everything boils down to empirical evidence and logic and all that. Dude, do you understand that?
You gotta put down the volume.
But basically, okay.
Yeah.
No, I can still hear myself because this is coming out the wrong. Anyways, when a person like gets to a position of power,
yeah,
it's very rarely because they have mapped out exactly what they're gonna do. It's usually because they have charisma.
That is a problem. I think that is a big problem. Okay, this is another thing people.
Yeah, okay, like maybe, but also
maybe this will help. I also think Joe Biden's an idiot.
Nature, like you have
to turn down the output volume, bro.
Yeah, I know, but
just mute your output volume.
There we go. Okay, I think.
I don't know about that, but okay. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that human nature is such that the person who is and also hold up, that's not a problem because, for example, right? Let's say you have. Okay, here, man. I'll give you an example and a half. That was really bad. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. You have two people, let's say, and I'm going to talk about this from the perspective of giving da'wah, of inviting people to Islam. Okay?
I think we should not make an Islamic argument and arguing for...
Look. No. Look, I'm talking... we've shifted. I'm not talking about Trump or Biden anymore. I'm talking
about... No, but we're talking about intelligence in general. I don't think intelligence...
I'm talking about whether charisma is something that's important. Because basically, I agree it's important. I don't think it's important just to...
I don't think it should be the only thing.
Oh, yeah, of course it shouldn't be the only thing. But let me just say this. Someone that is... Okay. On one hand, you have someone who is a very knowledgeable person, a very, very knowledgeable Muslim, but they can't talk to people. On the other hand, you have someone like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was not the most knowledgeable person.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, he was a boxer. He's not...
He lost all of his brain cells fighting, but yeah.
Okay, well...
That is unfortunately true, but yeah.
But anyways, he wasn't... Okay, but anyways...
No, he wasn't dumb. I'm just saying that's what actually happened.
Yeah, but he was someone who... I'm not saying he wasn't smart. I'm just saying he wasn't knowledgeable. Knowledgeable and smart.
Yeah.
Anyways, but he was someone who had an enormous amount of impact.
Okay.
And that is someone who could not have had... Like, you could not have gotten the same impact from...
I already know how my response is, but keep going.
Okay, that's not... the person with a vast amount of knowledge could not have done that. Now,
I agree.
Okay, now here's the thing, right? You're talking about Trump. Let's say we're talking about Trump and Biden, right? The thing is, man, we're human beings.
Okay.
And even if we want to boil everything down to logic, and even if we want to say that everything can be boiled down to logic, we don't because you know what else? Like, even the people that say that, let's say, like, it's more logical to vote for the Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Do we also not understand how great of an influence the Democrat and Democratic media has on our own heads and on our feelings? And that's why we think it's the logical thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a point to be made. The reason why we think one thing is right logically is because of our feelings.
Yeah.
It's not because of our logic. We like to think it is. We really like to think it is.
No, okay,
because
fine.
A smart person can give empirical evidence and data for why either party is good.
No, but Sure, yeah, but what I'm saying is those points are like if I go to a white supremacist, he's gonna give me, yeah, you should vote for Trump. I'm gonna ask him why. He's like, yeah, because he supports the white people. That's empirical evidence. That's great empirical evidence. But does that mean that
do you think there are no smart people that support Trump?
I think they don't.
Wait, let me ask you this: do you think if you're a smart person, like a really smart person, do you think by default that means you vote for Biden?
No. So this is what I'm saying. This is my point, right? Trump is great for some people. My point, going back to the point, if you ask the Ku Klux Klan who you're gonna vote for, they're gonna be like Trump. You're gonna ask why. He's gonna be like, yeah, he supports all of our points. He agrees with me on all of the things how white people should be number one, even though he's never said that. Blah 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 blah. And like he's right, because that's what he's been shown. I'm gonna ask the founder of some random rich startup in Cali. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna vote Trump, and I'm gonna be like, why? He's like, Biden's gonna take my money from me. He's definitely right on that. Right, that is empirical evidence that is true. Biden will do that to you. So then it comes down at the end of the day, like
Biden gonna come and snatch all that.
So at the end of the day, it comes down to what matters to a person, right? What matters? Do you care? Is your vote dependent on what you as a white supremacist get, or as what you, the rich person, get?
Yeah.
Or do you care about what the person will do for someone other than yourself, for society as a whole?
Also, you're kind of typecasting or you're kind of stereotyping a Trump supporter as automatically white supremacist. I want to say I'm not a Trump supporter.
No.
But it's also.
No, I'm saying that most of Trump's. So, like for example, I'm going to say someone else. Someone else is going to be like, oh, so this is a reasonable thing. I'm going to say, Trump hasn't gotten into any wars. He's never declared war on any Muslim country, which is good. That's empirical evidence that he has never done that.
Well,
some people out there will care about that.
You're giving. Okay, so here's the point I was making.
Yeah.
Is we will use empirical evidence and our logic to believe what we want to believe at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And what we want to believe is totally controlled by charisma, by a person's charisma.
I doubt it. It's controlled by what information is fed to us.
Exactly, but there's ways. Okay, like for example, I think there's a lot of things that feed into that. But I think, for example, if you just take some person, imagine you have some person who was birthed out of imagine some person just crawls out of my freaking.
Yeah, I got you. But like, dude,
wait. Imagine you have like an alien and they just drop in the middle, but they have this sense of what this person has. They have no knowledge of anything, except what they do have is they can listen to someone and they can feel a certain type of way. Like a person can make them feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You have some brand freaking new person who has knowledge of nothing. They don't have a background. They don't have anything. They went through some serious energy, whatever. And literally, you just send Biden and Trump into a room. This person has no knowledge of anything. Who do you think is going to inspire more feeling in them?
So then that's a big problem because you're voting off of what you're.
But everybody is going. Your feelings are totally, the thing that you're trying to prove using logic is totally malleable. It is totally malleable, and even if you're saying it's a big problem because you're going based off what you're feeling. So then what should people vote based off of?
So this is what I think when I'm voting as what's better for society as a whole, not just for me. Like, what do I think will make our country?
And do you think that the way that you've been formed to think about what will make the country better is just you coming to that conclusion? I
really think so. I've spent a lot of time listening to random right-wing podcasts, news, everything. I really think I spend a lot of time on this stuff because it's not just you. A lot of people. I don't argue politics with a lot of people, but the people I do argue with, they usually come at me and they're like, "Oh, you're some freaking idiot 20-year-old who's watched." What's the
all I'm saying is
freaking The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and you're like, you think you're some hot crap.
Dude, but even when you look
with that argument, then no one can win.
No, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Even when you watch those right-wing things, right?
Yeah.
You're going in as someone. Now, whether you like to believe it or not, when you start watching that video, everyone either wants to like that video or wants to dislike that video.
I wish I could show you. I have no proof because I don't have the thing on me. But do you know what I'm registered as? I'm a registered Republican. I actually lean more conservative because that.
You know what's crazy? Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's who I lean like socially and like financially. Like I lean more Republican, right? And then that's who I am. So you can't you can't just say that, oh, you're already going into this. Like, I feel like, yes, you will have bias no matter what, but what does that mean? I just sit down and cry. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter what I do. Nothing's ever going to change the way I feel.
Well, no.
So, like,
all I'm saying, no, I'm not saying that I'm saying...
But you can't use that argument, because then with that argument, then there are no arguments. You're just going to say everything's biased, which is what Trump does.
I'm saying, no.
Which is what Trump does. Anytime there's something...
My argument is that charisma is important. And that it's not something... Like,
fine, charisma is important.
I think what you were saying is that it's something that you should learn to look past.
Yes.
And I don't think you necessarily need to look past.
My point, we ignored this because we went over it too quickly, but the great thing about Muhammad Ali, right, this is really important, which is, this is probably what's better than his charisma. He was open to learning new things. What he started, where he started, and where he ended up was two completely different things. And he didn't get there by random luck. He listened to other people and got there. I think the most important thing for a leader is not charisma. I think it's it's listening to the people they represent, or whatever. If they can listen and learn, that's the number one factor. Charisma, fine. We can have it might be bad, or like we might suffer in some ways for having a shy leader.
I forget what point I was making.
Yeah.
Well, the point I was making before, I think we kind of sidetracked. I think I kind of lost my point. My point was that you have to be smart to have charisma. Or like there's a type of intelligence. It's you can call it EQ or whatever.
I think it's
if you separate it from IQ, then sure.
I think it's overblown a lot. Like, you know who I'm talking about? Like those people in school who like can talk the talk, but in their head they're like there's nothing in there.
Okay, but that is a type of but I'm saying
those people. So those people, would you tell them smart? Would you call those people smart?
In a way. I really think if they're doing it on purpose. Okay,
I think you're stretching it to save the point here. But
no, dude.
You're telling me
any type of talent is talent. Maybe if you want to separate the word smart from it, whatever. Talent.
Fine,
talent.
No, if it's talent, you're telling me if you saw a guy on like a freaking film 101 and all he's doing is kissing up to the teacher and agreeing with whatever he says, and like I don't know, like he can talk the talk and people get along with him, but in reality he has no substance.
No, dude, that's not.
Would you call him smart?
No. Wait, listen.
Yeah.
I think he has talent. I think that guy has talent. If he's doing it on purpose, he has talent.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that. He has talent, but would you call him smart?
Dude, okay, now we're getting into the nuance. We're getting into freaking semantics here.
Do you think Donald Trump is smart?
Yes.
So you think if someone did that same thing in your...
I think someone can be smart and a bad person and make bad decisions.
So you think
I think he's smart.
Do you think he's not dumb?
I think he's dumb in some ways.
Like? If we agree on this, then maybe we're arguing for the same thing. But what do you think he's dumb in?
Okay, I think for example, when he downplayed the effectiveness of masks, even though medical professionals across the country were telling him otherwise, I think that was stupid of him. I'm not saying he's like a dude that is like. I'm not saying he's up there and he's making good decisions. I'm saying there's something that he's damn good at, and it's not by accident. He's not good at that by accident. I think he's smart, bro. And also, I think he's smart. Like, for example, right? Someone who is like emotional intelligence is a form of intelligence, wouldn't you say?
I mean, I guess, but like, if I met someone like Donald Trump in real life, like somebody in my class or someone that was friends with or something, I would call him an idiot. So like, I don't know why we would change that perspective just because now he's on a public stage.
But imagine this.
And I know a lot of people would agree with me on this.
Imagine this.
Yeah.
Do you know those? Have you seen those people that have a natural knack for like leadership, but they're not that?
I think those people are idiots.
What?
I think those people are idiots.
No, but they're talented, and dude,
I get it.
I think it's a semantic. I think it's a new. You're talking about nuance.
It's like the Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak thing. Like, which side do you take? Like, do you think the guy who made those things are smart, or do you think the guy who marketed those things?
I think they're both smart.
I think Steve Jobs is an idiot.
I think they're both smart in their own way, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's just me, but like
and I think that's also you coming from like a
tech. Yeah, I get you.
Background.
Yeah.
I also I have a lot of appreciation. Okay, like for example, right?
I hate business school.
Is Don Draper not a genius?
But Don Draper is also talented. What he does, like in his field.
Yes.
Like he makes stuff though. Like he doesn't steal from other people and just say, "Oh, we'll just market it." Like he does his work.
But okay, yeah. I think Donald Trump also does stuff himself. Even if he gets a lot of stuff from his marketing department, whatever. I think he makes conscious decisions himself. Donald Draper makes conscious decisions himself.
Steve Jobs makes conscious decisions himself. They come to some decision and they have a proven system for it to work. They don't just accidentally make decisions that are really, really good for them. Donald Trump, I think sometimes he does some things by accident, but okay, like for example, Donald Draper does not accidentally consistently be the best person in the entire marketing industry, right?
He does it on purpose, yeah.
He does it on purpose. This is a talent. If you want to talk about nuances of words, okay, it's smart, different from talented, maybe. But it's okay, like for example, let's say emotional intelligence is a type of intelligence.
Yeah.
I think emotional intelligence is a type of intelligence. Someone who is taking like high level classes is hold on. Someone who's taking like really high level classes is smart, but if they haven't figured out after 21 years of their life how to talk to a person, they're also stupid. I think the thing is sometimes when we use the word smart, we're just talking about a certain type of intelligence. I think we do that as humans, but like I think someone who's lopsided in one way, like you can be smart in some ways and stupid in other ways. You and I both know a lot of people probably who are 21 years old and you're having a conversation with them and it kind of feels like you're talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're smart, but they're also dumb.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. At the end of the day, it comes... Yeah, okay, fine. It was probably a semantics thing. Like, the thing between me and you is you probably think that everyone is smart in their own way, but I have, like, a defining, are you smart or are you dumb? Which is probably the wrong way to look at it. I also
don't think everyone is smart in their own way. Dude. I don't think so. I think... I was talking to...
Who's an idiot, then? Who do you think is an idiot?
No, because... Okay, like, for example... Let's say that delinquent who's really good at talking, who's really good at leadership skills, let's say. Yes, they're an idiot in some way, but they are smart in a different way. But let's say you have a delinquent who's a delinquent, but also does not have leadership skills. They're not... Okay, fine. I think the world... Look, and I think it's necessary for people to understand this. And I think... it's weird. It's hard to talk about this... It's hard to talk about this. At the end of the day, like we as Muslims believe that everything that is given to you is part of your rizq, is part of your sustenance, and every person has their set sustenance, and you should be happy with what you have, and all that, right? But I don't think and intelligence is part of that. I would say intelligence is part of that. Beauty is part of that. Whatever. There is a scale. And when you aggregate everything that you're good at, you might fall somewhere on the scale, or you might fall shorter on that scale. But there is a scale, and not everyone is at the same point. Unfortunately, that's just the way things are. Mm-hmm. Because I know some people. Okay, like for example, you might know some people that are like bad at class, but they're really good at a sport.
Yeah.
Okay, so they fall somewhere higher on the scale because even though they lack somewhere here, they're all really good at something. But dude, also we go to. I'm not saying Rutgers University is like top end school, but we go to a place where there needs to be some shining aspect of you, at least a little bit, for you to be admitted into the school. Don't you agree? A little bit.
Yeah. I'll agree.
Right?
Yeah.
So most people here have some shining aspect. I figured
it out. I know what happened. Remember how we were talking about this a long time on the podcast, that when something happens to you when you're young, it affects your viewing point going forward? When I was probably in pre-K or something, some idiot probably stole my lunch or something because of his fast words, and ever since then I've just hated people who talk well. That's what it is. That's all I've chalked it down to.
Yeah, were you born in America, by the way?
Yeah, in the Bronx. New York all the way.
How old do you have to be president? 35?
40, 35, something like that.
2040.
Nah, bro.
Actually, you know why you can't run for president?
I hate politics.
You know why you can't run for president? Because every November,
You kill yourself.
You're gonna have freaking herpes on your face.
Oh my god, dude!
You cannot go to a.
We're editing this out. We're editing this out. We're editing this out.
Every November, election season comes around, dude. On the whole year, you're gonna be in debates. Everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, that's our guy, freaking Zarir. He's a man of the people." November rolls around, they're like, "What? Wait a second. What the hell is that?"
You can cover it with makeup.
Can you?
Probably can.
Honestly, like I'm looking at you, I can barely tell. Like I see it, but it's like.
Yeah.
You want me to stop talking about it?
We're editing this out.
No, let's leave it in. Come on, it's not that bad.
It's terrible.
Own the herpes, bro.
No, man.
But anyways, let's end on a little goof. Let's end on a funny video. Yeah.
What's the funny video?
Let's just type in.
Did you remember equals 3?
Wait, I'm gonna do this. Wait, watch the strategy.
Can't even look at what you searched. Oh my god, why are you doing this?
Wait.
It's the H3 podcast?
Wait. Oh, dude. Wait. Oh, let me see if this exists. Wait up. You're about to see something.
What is happening?
Wait a second, dude.
What the hell is this? Dude, this guy's terrible. We have more views than him.
Who is that? That's me, dude.
I know, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying. Wait, hang on.
I'm just like blind playing. Hey everybody.
Is it okay to chat?
Yeah, music feels like Spider-Man right now.
Oh my god.
Oh wait,
this,
this is the video.
But yeah.
this might be the cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Alright, we're not watching this. We're not watching.
Long hair is not the way for you, bro. Oh my god.
Wait, no, that was just how I did it that day. Shut up, man. I look fucking good with long hair, bro.
Dude,
I
you
look
look
a beast with long hair.
Disgusting as hell.
Alright, I think we can kind of call the podcast.
Any funny stories you want to tell? You have any funny stories you want to tell? Dude, that SNL skit is gold. We need to link that. That thing is so funny. I loved it.
What do we want to watch? Let's finish off on a funny video, bro.
Any funny stories?
No, what's a funny video that just came out? What's something that just happened recently, bro? Oh, yo, freaking this thing.
Oh, I got it. I but it's a leak thing, but it's kind of funny.
Yo, Google News, bro.
Well. Oh yeah, the biker gang.
Wait, pregnant New Jersey woman killed by shooter who waited outside her home. Baby survives. How the hell does that work?
What the hell? How is this a light, funny note we're ending on? Okay, no, I got a better story.
Wait, honestly speaking though, how do you kill someone in the bit? Like, I don't think.
Haven't you seen Grey's Anatomy or stuff, bro? It's always one or the other. I've seen enough medical dramas to know that happens.
We're gonna have to edit like a bunch of crap.
Yeah, no, but what I'm basically saying is, dude, I got a funny story.
Okay, go.
What ended up happening this week? It was the League of Legends World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Stayed up so long to watch this stuff for a month, but it finally happened. So it's held in China, right?
Yeah.
So this just shows you. Oh no, I got another funny thing we didn't talk about at all. Freak! You know why I hate charismatic people? This is why. There's a new show on Netflix called Emily in Paris, which I watched to the end. It's such a shallow show, but it does two things that I like. One, the fashion in that show is crazy, but it's because it's over the top. And two, it makes fun of French people.
Okay.
Which I think they freaking deserve.
Is this a girly show?
It's a very girly show.
Okay.
Very girly show. Dude, it's so girly, but like basically is at the end of the day, this
too good for you, bro.
This isn't the funny thing I want to talk about, but I just want to tell everyone to go watch it so that we can all make fun of French people together. But yeah, it's really funny. Lily Collins is in it. She's
French people, bro.
French people, dude.
They're in the news.
They deserve all the freaking thing they get.
But we're going over. Emily in Paris, go. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, so we'll talk about this probably in the next podcast with whoever. But Emily in Paris, it's a great show. The thing, people are getting offended left and right, but remember, free speech is a thing. We can say whatever the hell we want. So French people suck it up. But yeah, it's a really funny show that I think takes.
But then can they use the same argument for the other thing? I don't think so.
No. But if they're getting offended by this, that's what I meant. But yeah, it takes a lot of themes that you think are true about Paris and goes over the top. Like Netflix like categorizes shows, right, by a bunch of things.
Actually, by the way, I just want to say, like, I'm not someone that's like, oh, what the French people did was okay because it was free speech. That is like a totally different.
Oh yeah,
what was done in France that Muslims are angry about is like, that is, I think, beyond the discussion of free speech. That is something that is like vile.
Yeah, and like we both obviously agree, like the retaliatory, like freaking, like disgusting, like beheadings and crap, like way out of line, 100%. But it's not. But like, it's not as if the French people, whatever they're doing, is also right.
Yeah.
Right. Like yes, it's also the terrorist attacks are super out of proportion too. But like it's not even like. The things they're doing are disgusting, which is why I wanted to go back to watch Emily in Paris. I think it takes a lot of themes about Paris and makes it over the top satire, which is just hilarious. Yeah. It's also not PG rated, so don't watch it if you're a child. But like, it's really funny. I like it. And the thing is, there's this freaking marketing person that goes into like, she works in Chicago, and she gets sent to France because they make a new firm there. They like joined firms with like this French company. So now the French people are like, you goddamn Americans, you can't do anything right. Like you guys we're the French, we're cool, and like you guys like you work to live, but we live to work and all that crap and all that nonsense, and we're all hip and all that. But like in reality, it just shows on how ancient and how like the Parisians think that they're the top of the world, but in reality, they're just all too stuck up to change themselves. And I think it's a really, really refreshing and just nice show to watch. And also, frick French people. Not all French people. Frick Macron and all of his
Macaron.
Freaking lady like teachers.
Real quick. Let's just because I think we have some non-Muslim viewers, and I think like
we should.
I think for a lot of people, I think like the whole free speech thing is like. Here, wait. Let me say this. I think for a lot of people, it's like, I understand it upsets you and that you're offended, but it's free speech, so they should be able to do what they did at the end of the day. Let me ask you this: if I just thought of this, let's say the U.S. government, or let's say somebody put up a. By the way, that picture of the Charlie Hebdo thing on the building. Did you see that? Was that put up by the government?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine the U.S. government.
Which is the beauty of it all. Like, how stupid can you be? But continue.
Imagine they put up something on the on a building that was like screw all N-words with the hard R. It's like, you're gonna use the free speech argument? You're gonna use the free speech argument there?
Like it's so tactless. Like this has happened before. Governments have denounced religion underneath the idea of free speech. Do you know when the last time that happened? Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany with the freaking Holocaust. Probably in Turkey too. Yeah. But that's like the last major one. And these idiots are going around, like every time I see something, like the greatest thing is like you won't find a single argument like this in like. I noticed this. I was reading something like this on Reddit, right? And I wanted to find the arguments that were pro-Muslim. That were like, no, this is out of proportion, whatever, right? But all of like the way Reddit does is like they selectively highlight which ones are fully shown, right, and which ones are hidden. You have to click to expand. All of the ones that were fully expanded were all pro-free speech, which is just disgusting.
Which is weird because of the turn that Reddit's taken. Like if there's any company that has been anti-free speech like recently, even though they claim to be the bastion of free speech,
freaking Reddit Chinese-backed free speech.
And also this, like, let me say this, right? It's one thing. I think the free speech thing, like, there's kind of a line. Like for example, let's say I went up to. I want to be careful with this because obviously what happened in response to the French government doing such and such was obviously very wrong.
Yeah, everyone knows it's out of line.
We acknowledge that. But like there's some things like let's say you're playing a pickup basketball game. That's something that we talk about. So you're playing a pickup basketball game. You can trash talk. You can do whatever, but there are some lines you don't cross. There's some lines you don't cross.
In a freaking pickup basketball game.
Yeah, exactly.
And now
now we're talking about. So I want people to understand. If we have non-Muslim viewers, I want them to understand. This is not the equivalent of Trump saying, I think Muslims are bad or whatever, right? Even like that's like influencer or whatever, but he can say that if he wants. Like you can have a bad opinion towards Muslims, but if you take something that is sacred to us, and you just like figuratively spit on it, and you show it to the whole world for everyone to see. If this is something that is very sacred to us, and you're just, that's how you're gonna treat it. That's a different story than, and I still think Trump saying, oh, I don't like Muslims, whatever. I think Trump saying I don't like Muslims was grounds to not like him back, but I think technically he should have been allowed to say that. But this thing that happened in France, no way in hell. Like that.
And then displaying it on government buildings, you're basically forcing the people to see it. Like, if you don't like it, too bad. We're just going to display it on a goddamn building. Now suck it up and see it. Like, what the hell kind of bullshit is that? Yeah, and like, these people, like, didn't Macron come back later and say, like, oh yeah, they're just, like, he sees why people are pissed off? Like, the people who I hate the most are freaking two-faced losers who have no spine. Like this, it's a common trend in politics to whatever side's quote unquote winning. That's a side you appease to.
Well, okay, like, but then let's say I don't want to use Macron here because but
just disgusting.
Let's say, like, would you rather he stood his ground?
Stood his ground for which part?
Like, or like let's say he was like racist, or let's say he like approved of all those.
Oh yeah, I would have rather he been. So I hate him. No way, I hate him either way, right? It's not like he's gonna get my forgiveness by being like, oh yeah, I made a mistake. I accidentally projected a condemned comic onto a government building. That was by accident or some bullshit. Whatever, right? Like that's not gonna get my forgiveness. But now by you switching over to the other side, not only have you shown like disrespect to me, but you've also shown that you have no spine and are just pure scum that just molds to whatever side like beats you. Like like that's just the most pathetic thing you can be. Like he's already a pathetic man, but like to do that is just ridiculous. Which is why everyone needs to go watch Emily in Paris and laugh at how they make fun of French people.
And real quick, let me just say to anyone who doesn't understand why Muslims are so upset. We said a little bit earlier, but let me say this: our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. He's supposed to be someone that is like more dear to our hearts than anyone else. If somebody was saying whatever to you, if they talked about, think about someone who's very, very close to you. Think about your mother. If somebody said vile things about your mother, and they knew your mother, like they're not just saying random yo mama jokes, like they know your mother and they're saying vile things about your mother, you gonna defend their free speech? Are you gonna defend their free speech? Now imagine there's someone who is more beloved to you than your mother. And that's I think.
No, but we don't even have to say this from a Muslim perspective. We just have to say this from a standard perspective. Like this has happened before. Like there have been arguments against other religions where there have been like comics and like propaganda and all this BS spread around, and it has resulted in disastrous things. And it's just ironic that people are so brain dead that they can't see this happening again and again and again. Like I'm just gonna get pissed off the more we talk about this. But like if you believe for a second that whatever's, I'm not gonna say it, but like you know what I mean. But like
I think we've kind of hit these points, and we do. I don't like the way things are heading, bro. I don't think things are heading in a good direction. I think we're down a bad route. But hey,
no, but I think Khabib said it best. It's like whatever, like did you see his post? I'm not going to do it any justice because I completely forgot about the main thing was.
That's why,
the main thing was that the Lord decreed that whoever disrespects the messenger will get what has been issued for him.
Oh yeah.
So they'll whatever happens. Like you'll see, basically. Like I'm pissed off, obviously, but I'm not scared. Yeah. Well,
this has been Redbuddies podcast, episode 13.
If you guys like the format that we have with just us two ranting about whatever, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and then if you get enough views, who knows, maybe we'll keep up this format.
Yeah, and next week I will have.
We'll have on a guest for next week.
Well, because Zarir has transmitted it.
God damn it!
I will be on the butt of my own jokes. Actually, I'll look back at this. And I'll wish I didn't say all the things I said, maybe.
Everyone follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, on Spotify. And we'll see you guys later.
Peace out.
Peace out.